Welcome back people. In this video we will see about padding and margin. We already saw about border. Now let's see what is padding. So here we can see the div element which is width whose width is 100 and height is 200, which is surrounded by padding, and padding has no values, so which is then surrounded by the border which has some value to it. In simple words, padding is space between the content and the border. This means when you add padding to your div or any element for that matter, that will actually increase the size of your box. Let's go to our code. Let's remove this div. Save this. Go here. We'll also remove this div here. We'll create a new div. Give it a heading h1. Let's say hello world. Let's save this. Go to our browser. Refresh. You have a new div with the words hello world in it. Now, what is margin? Margin is nothing but the buffer zone between your current element and any other element surrounding it. Let's say we have another div which is at the bottom of the current div. So let's create that here. Go to our code, copy this. Let's give it a class of say green, and this one a class of blue. So save this. Let's go to style. Let's say background color. So now we have two extra div, one with the green color and one in blue color. If you add a value to margin, then the margin gives our element a little bit space between each other outside the border. Now that you know what is padding, border and margin, you can now change these to manipulate the layout of our website. Now, every single time when you inspect something, you will see box model of that particular element, which is shown over here. It has a margin, border, padding, and the element itself. You can use this box model to visualize what changes has to be done. And once you are sure about what has to be done, you can go ahead and make those changes in your original code. Let's say we give the div with green color a margin of 50 pixels. So now the div in green color has a margin of 50 pixels. We will also give it a padding of, let's say, 20 pixels. So as you can see now that we added a padding of 20 pixels, the hedge has moved 20 pixels from the border. So now we know what to do. Let's refresh this. Go to our code. So now we implemented a margin of 20 pixels and padding of 20 pixels each. Now we have three containers. What you are going to do is move the green and blue container horizontally to a certain distance. So pause the video and give it a try. So now let's see how to do that. Let's go to our code, give a margin of 200 pixels and this a margin of 400 pixels. Save this, go to our website, reload. So as I said, now we have moved the containers to a certain distance. Now we know how to move the containers horizontally. In upcoming videos, we will see how to move the containers vertically, which is a little bit tougher than moving it horizontally. So thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to Supporting Tech.